the Radio Troller Entertainment Podcast Channel.
This is Face the Music, a pre-ELO song-by-song podcast. Episode -004, The Words of Aaron.
Maybe the years have told you. Do you remember when life was just a new day? You know the story, don't you? The one you told me when life was drifting away. Look at them dancing to their holding hands across the world.
What's that song all about?
The Words of Aaron is the 9th track, 4th song on side 2 of Message from the Country, released on June 1st, 1971 in the UK and August 15th, 1971 in the United States. It was written by Jeff Lynne. In the October 14th, 1971 issue of Rolling Stone, John Mendelsohn wrote,
The Words of Aaron is classic move, mostly densely heavy, but sometimes delicate backing, ingeniously and intricately assembled with breathtaking vocal harmonies over strange and intriguing lyrics carried by beautiful tunes.
John Van der Kiest wrote in the September 5th, 2005 liner notes for the remaster of Message from the Country,
Without a doubt, one of Jeff's best examples of homage to John Lennon, with its abstract feel and lack of conventional song structure. It sounds more like two different songs welded together, as well as variations in tempo, and most telling of all, the false ending. It reveals a debt to Strawberry Fields Forever and I Am the Walrus, without sounding too much like either.
The song was covered in 1973 by Rhubarb's Revenge and Magnetic Gliding in 1995.
Aaron.
It's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
Hi, I'm Eric Winsenson.
And I'm Eric Paul Johnson.
So, this is the Words of Aaron from The Move.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff singing, Jeff production, Jeff this, Jeff that. Except for one thing, there is one little Roy Wood thing in there. And that's Roy Woodwinds.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm thinking the
They
bass.
briefly show up.
Yeah, I was thinking of the
Oh,
bass.
the bass, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some Roy Woodwinds in there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Bev. Gives it this chugging, chugga, 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 chugga song with all the percussion and everything. Words are kind of strange. Playing with Ouija boards and whatever else. I don't know really what the meaning behind the song is, but who cares? It's great. I love the production on it, love the sound to it. I know somebody said the second side of this album isn't as good, but yeah, there are a couple misfires, but you still got stuff like this, so it's not a complete slog through this side of the album. It's weird coming after Ben Crowley. I think the problem with this side of the album is just feels like somebody's throwing mud at a screen door.
Well, I don't think anything after or before Ben Crowley would seem to follow the flow. A sub sandwich, and you're eating along into your pastrami sub, and then all of a sudden you hit cereal. And then after you finish that part of the sandwich, then you're back to the pastrami sub.
But this is definitely not that type of song. This is kind of crunchy, but it's crunchy goodness. Again, it's another one of those kind of like Message from the Country or a couple of the other ones on here where you add a little bit of strings and it fits perfectly on the first ELO album. And I guess this was recorded about the same time some of that was as well. So
Yeah, it was. Well, first of all, it's a bad title. It should have been the Words of Eric. It still fits. We've run into a lot of stinkers from The Move during this podcast. And this is another song that is not a stinker. I've never heard Words of Aaron before. And I kind of go into every Move song with a bit of trepidation. Because sometimes it can be bad. Sometimes it can be really good. This one's really good. There was no getting used to it. There was no warming up to it. When it started, I liked it. I love those little keyboards that they're playing through there. The piano was good.
You heard the words of Aaron. He spoke the truth in these things, both great and small.
I'm almost wondering if Richard Tandy had any uncredited involvement with this, because there's a synthesizer in here. I'm wondering if this is the first move with at least such an obvious synthesizer use. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the synthesizer in Kiyama. Or Kiyama. Or Qiyama. Well, however you say it. That's the way I'll cover all my bases and get everybody mad.
Q-Mama.
Yeah, Q-Mama. The chorus changes. Usually when you hit the chorus in a song, then you're going to hit that chorus again and again and again. The words are the same, but it's done one way the first time. The second way, it's almost like a march. There's a lot in this song that I love. It's great. It's 5.5 minutes, and it's not boring. The Roy Woodwinds are here, but I'm glad it's not crumb horns and oboes and bassoons all blasting different songs. I'll put songs in air quotes. I mean, it's Strawberry Fields is what kind of like.
It kind of is.
It's the move Strawberry Fields, at least musically,
including the false ending.
Yeah, the false ending and the drums in that false ending sound pretty close to Ringo's drumming in the false ending of Strawberry Fields. And I noticed that the bass at the first fade-out ending plays pretty much the same thing as the bass at the ending of It Wasn't My Idea to Dance. I like it. I liked everything about it. There's something I hate, though. It's not available on Apple Music. I can't add it to a playlist.
So you have to go out and buy an actual copy of it.
It's available on Amazon, so I can buy the album from Amazon. But what are we going to do? We got no choice. It's not on Apple. I don't think the album's on Spotify. So here you go. Here's your future. If you can't stream it, then what are you going to do? I understand buy the CD or buy the record, but
all these CDs these days are coming out with these remixed versions, and instead of the actual real version, it's remixed because it has to sound bland and commercial like everything these days.
Yeah, and it's the future. Music goes with me everywhere on my phone. It streams to my phone. That's mostly how music is listened to today. I'm not going to carry around a crate or folder of CDs, especially since my car doesn't have a CD player. I don't have a CD player. My DVD player won't play discs for the last year. There's no CD drive on my computer. I can't put a CD in my phone. So, this is where we're at.
Well, I carry around entire crates of vinyl. So I just open my trunk and take about 2 hours setting up my stereo system perfectly out in nature, just to have the park. Well, no park rangers anymore to come tell me to shut it off.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elon. You sucked in a good way this time. By the way, how do those records do in the summer in your trunk? Or do you have your trunk refrigerated?
I pack it with ice.
Okay.
Then they all get soggy.
Yes. So I guess there is a way to beat Amazon and Apple Music.
Yep. I beat the corporations at their own game.
Mm-hmm.
Or what? No, that didn't make any sense.
No. Now you're a slave to big dry ice.
That's true.
Yeah. Have we said all we're saying about this song?
This is all we're saying about this song. We have strayed far, far away, naked into the woods, not together, ever. Not happening.
No.
Got something to say about the words of Aaron? Well, call the telephone line voicemail.
623-850-3375. Call now.
We'll be back in a moment after these incredibly perfect segues. Ugh, I can just eat this stuff up.
Hi, I am Eric Winsenson.
And Eric has his own podcast. You know that big album an act had? Either the huge seller that broke them to a wider audience, or a world-famous act that became even worlder-famouser after the release of a massive selling album. This podcast isn't about them. What came next, ... is about the records that came after the multi-bajillion seller. Each episode is packed with facts about the bands and their records from noted musicologist Eric Winsenson.
Hi, I am Eric Winsenson.
So listen to What Came Next, ... with Eric Winsenson.
And now, back to Face the Music.
Great moments in Electric Light Orchestra history.
Yeah, I can't listen to the first or second album, except because they were all miles too long. All the songs are much too long and very pretentiously arranged. But I think the thing started with El Dorado when they used a big orchestra. On some of the previous albums, I was maybe being a bit too pretentious and trying to please the wrong sort of people, including I wasn't pleasing myself at the time either, you know. But now I decided, since El Dorado, I decided to do things that I really liked, and fortunately a lot of other people seem to like it too.
Face the Music, a pre-ELO song-by-song podcast, is a production of Radio Trolla Entertainment, Assorted Deli Meats Amalgamated. You can contact us by voicemail at 623-850-3375 or email us at eloftmpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll read and reply to it on the show. Keep up to date by joining our Facebook group, and spread the word by sharing the link or giving us a quick rating on iTunes. Subscribe to our YouTube page, the Electric Light Orchestra Podcast channel, to hear other goodies. You can financially support the podcast at patreon.com/ELOpod or PayPal using the podcast's email address, or send a check or money order to P.O. Box 1932, Superior, Arizona 85173. Next episode, -003, My Marge.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All right, there. Now I can go on. Yeah, I did two minutes of research on this song. And
REPC, the Radio Trolla Entertainment Podcast channel.